let's say somebody has to communicate. Do you have any practical tips on how to do it well?
Yes, absolutely. So my number one tip is to speak in headlines. If you're unsure how much time you have or how much appetite the listener has for being in dialogue with you, just start with a couple of headlines and let them ask for more information. Another thing you can do is use shorter sentences. Shorter sentences, people. Think in points, not paragraphs. And finally, use simple words. We want to remove jargon because jargon makes the listener have to do the translating work. Whereas as the speaker, remember, your job is to make it easy for people to get your message. So we need to use simple words to make it easy for the listener.
Any examples of a jargon word?
Jargon words can be anything like acronyms that you use within your own department that everyone in your department or industry you think know about. It can be any technical terms that you use to describe applications that you use or software that you use or processes. And often what happens is when you are communicating with or working with people in the know, in your office, in your industry, everyone has access to the same understanding about what that lingo means. But when you need to talk to your customers and you're hired as an expert, they won't know what you're talking about because if they did, they would also be an expert in your industry. So that's where we have to really be careful about the kind of language that we use.
Now, Annalie, is there anyone that you admire as a great communicator?
Oprah Winfrey. I have to say it. It has to be said. Oprah Winfrey, mostly because she's very clear in her thinking and therefore she's very clear and concise in her communication. She knows exactly when to pause and when to hold that dramatic silence to really punctuate a point. She has a deep tonality. She speaks in her lowest register, again, for great dramatic effect. And she uses short, simple sentences.
That was leadership speaker and author Annalie Blundell.